Daryl, 2 big games to go to end the season with. Journey to Solihull Moors this Saturday. The guys are going to need to be ready for a really tough test, aren't they?
No, it'll be a tough game. I think Solihull are an excellent team. Neil's done a great job since going there. They recruited really well as well, played good solid football. Possession based, very similar shape to us majority of the season. They have tinkered and gone to a 4-3-3 sometimes. And we know they've got some top performers at this level. But it's a game that we're looking forward to.
Looking back on our last outing then, although we were unable to take any of the chances we made in the game, does the clean sheet and the dominance that we showed in the fixture fill you with confidence going into these last 2?
Yeah, we've been excellent for the last couple of months, to be honest, in terms of performances. Our performance level has been really, really good. Since we lost against Ultra, remember that was 12, 13 games ago, I think we put in, whether we won, lost or drawn, we put in top performances really, across the board really, and I thought on Monday we were excellent in terms of performance. We looked back on it again, as we always do, reviewing the games, and we had 60% of the ball and 17 shots on target. We had 1 shot on target against a good Torquay team as well. I thought the performance was a dominant performance, and we didn't probably get the result that the performance warranted, and that happens in football. But we know we're going to do the same sort of levels again against Solihull to get anything out again.
Earlier in the season, we beat Solihull 5-1 at Victoria Road. You've said before that it wasn't a 5-1 game necessarily, and that we were just a more clinical side on the day. How important will being ruthless in front of the goal be on the day?
I think it's going to be really important. I think, like Chris alluded to, I think if you go back to the 2 games that we've drawn recently at home to Kingsland and Torquay, in both games we had 17-18 shots, and I've scored 1 goal. When you consider that to the week before when you got 7 against Barnet out of 11 shots. So I just think that it is about us being ruthless. We know we've got the players that can do it, we know we create chances. We've got to make sure we defend properly as well against a team like Solihull. And the game earlier on the season, I said to the lads again today, in reviewing the game for Saturday, previewing the game for Saturday, is that we know Solihull are a very good team. When they played us at our place this season, it was a very even game, even though the scoreline didn't suggest that. But we know that, like I said, we've got to be making sure that we're about ourselves on Saturday and working harder than we do best.
Torquay take on Chesterfield at 12:30 on the Saturday, so that result will come in before we play. Will you have an eye on that at all, or will you try and stay away from that until later in the day?
Oh, okay. It's got nothing to do with us. I think we can't affect what happens at Torquay. That's all. We will be fully focused on us. So I think that's what we have to be. That's what we have been. I think we're in a position now in the season when you can look left and right and above and behind and see what's going on, and all you can do is control the controllables. Yeah, it's really important we do that. We know we're in a position that it's out of our hands. We know we're in a position that we are the team with nothing at the minute, which means we've got nothing to lose. So we have to have that mindset and mentality. We're a team that is not being hunted with the hunters in these last 2 games. We're a team that can have that freedom and that ability to express ourselves. There's no nerves of us because there's nothing to be nervous about, because as I said, we haven't got anything to lose. We have to enjoy the games, put our best foot forward and do what we do.
We've been missing a couple of players recently. You're able to provide us with a bit of an injury update ahead of these final games?
Yeah, Ranty's back in training today, and that is it. So we will be the same kind of numbers as we've been the last few weeks.
Just finally, it's our last away day of the season. The supporters were great at Wealdstone last time we were away from home. Will the hope be for similar again?
Yes, I hope so. I think I said this to you a couple of times now. We're the 2nd best away from the division. I think what we were for last time I looked during the week. I think a large part of that is down to the support we get away from home. They've been superb, travelling everywhere with us this season, especially off the back of last year with COVID when you couldn't have any fans anywhere. I think our away fans this year have been excellent, and we'll leave them against Saturday.